Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, it's that time again. The NFL offseason is in full swing, and if you're a 49ers fanatic like me, you know that even in the quiet months, the team just keeps giving us reasons to stay hyped. The 49ers, as many of you already know, are one of the most exciting teams in the league, not just because of their recent Super Bowl appearances, but because of how they're always pushing to get better, to innovate, and to stay ahead of the game in a league that's constantly evolving. This season, the buzz around the 49ers is intense, and it's not just because of the usual off-season chatter. No, this time there are some specific developments that could genuinely shake up the NFC West and potentially the entire NFC landscape. We've seen a flurry of news, rumors, and strategic moves that suggest the 49ers are not just content with being contenders, they want to dominate. And I gotta say, if you're a fan of this team, you should be pretty excited about what's happening behind the scenes. Let's start with some of the recent player signings and roster updates, because they really tell us a lot about what the 49ers are planning. You might have heard about the signing of Malik Knowles, a dynamic wide receiver with great speed and agility who's been making waves in the league with his big play ability. His signing is part of a broader effort by the 49ers management to bolster the offensive weapons around Brock Purdy and the quarterback core. The team has been very strategic about building a balanced attack, one that can adapt to different game situations, whether it's a high-flying aerial assault or a ground-and-pound approach. Now, Malik Knowles isn't just a depth signing. There's serious potential here. He's someone who can stretch the field, create mismatches, and bring a new dimension to the 49ers offense. Think about the possibilities. If he can develop chemistry with the QB, he could become a key player in the red zone or even a reliable target on third down. It's this kind of strategic move that shows the 49ers are serious about maintaining their offensive versatility. Plus, the team has been working on their offensive line, ensuring that whoever's behind center has enough protection to make those big throws and keep plays alive. But it's not just about the offensive reinforcements. The 49ers have also been making some interesting moves defensively. The team's defense has always been a cornerstone of their identity: fast, aggressive, and disciplined. This offseason, there's been a lot of talk about how the team is aiming to keep that defensive edge sharp, especially with some new signings and draft picks that are expected to contribute immediately. The defensive line in particular is a focus area. The team wants to maintain its dominance at the line of scrimmage, disrupting the opponent's rhythm before it even gets started. And speaking of defense, one name that's been buzzing around is a young linebacker or pass rusher who could be an early impact player. The 49ers have a talented core, but adding depth and potential for future stars is always part of their game plan. It's this attention to detail, constantly upgrading, adapting, that makes them such a formidable franchise. They know that staying at the top isn't just about having a couple of star players, it's about maintaining a deep, versatile roster capable of overcoming injuries and game day surprises. Now, I want to pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal, because folks, what we're really looking at here is a team that's stacking their arsenal, reinforcing every position, and preparing for a deep playoff run. The NFC is no joke this year. Teams like the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Lions are all making moves, but the 49ers are not just sitting back. They're actively working to stay ahead, and that's what makes this offseason so intriguing. One thing that's been a hot topic lately is the quarterback situation. Of course, Brock Purdy's emergence last season was nothing short of remarkable. Coming from a late-round pick, stepping into the starting role after Jimmy Garoppolo's injury, and leading the team to the NFC Championship, those are the kind of stories that inspire fans and define the grit of the 49ers. But the team isn't resting on those laurels. There's talk about how they're bringing in competition, whether it's through veteran signings or draft picks, to push Purdy and keep him sharp. That kind of healthy competition can only make the entire offense better. And let's not forget the impact of the coaching staff. Head coach Kyle Shanahan is widely regarded as one of the most innovative offensive minds in the league. His ability to scheme, adapt, and get the best out of his players has been a defining factor in the team's recent success. Shanahan's offense is known for its creativity, misdirection, and ability to create explosive plays. This season, the offense is expected to be even more versatile, incorporating new formations and perhaps even some new playmakers to keep defenses guessing. Now, it's also worth mentioning how the 49ers front office is thinking long-term. They've been building through the draft, stockpiling picks, and developing young talent with an eye on sustaining success for years to come. Players like Trey Lance, if he stays healthy and continues to progress, could be a game changer down the line. The team is also giving significant attention to their defensive prospects, with recent draft selections promising to bolster their already formidable unit. Looking ahead, expectations are sky high for the 49ers. The fan base is eager to see this roster gel fully, to witness how the new pieces fit into the puzzle, and to finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy. The NFC is crowded, no doubt, but if there's one team that seems poised to make a serious push, it's San Francisco. The talent, the coaching, the strategic planning, they all point toward a team that's not just content to compete but to dominate. And if we look at their recent history, the 49ers have a rich tradition of success. From the legendary Joe Montana and Steve Young eras to the recent resurgence under Shanahan, this franchise has always been about resilience and excellence. The last few years have seen a renaissance, with playoff appearances, deep runs, and a team that embodies toughness and innovation. The front office, led by General Manager John Lynch, has done a fantastic job of blending veteran savvy with young talent, creating a roster that's both experienced and hungry. Now, many of you are probably wondering about specific players to watch this season. Well, Christian McCaffrey remains a key piece of the puzzle. His ability to run, catch, and create chaos for defenses makes him one of the most dangerous players in the league. And with the offensive line improving, McCaffrey's chances to shine are looking even brighter. On the defensive side, Nick Bosa continues to be a dominant force, and the team's pass rush is expected to be one of the best in the league once again. His presence alone can change the outcome of games. But beyond the stars, it's the depth and the emerging talent that excite fans. Players like Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk are all crucial pieces, but the team's draft picks and training camp battles will reveal who steps up to fill those roles when it counts. The 49ers have always been about that next man-up mentality, and it's part of what makes them so resilient through an NFL season. The schedule is also shaping up to be challenging but manageable for San Francisco. They will face tough division rivals, including the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals, all of whom are also making moves to get better. But if the 49ers can leverage their home field advantage, stay healthy, and execute their game plan, there's no reason they can't once again position themselves for a top seed in the NFC. Overall, the excitement around the 49ers this offseason is palpable. There's a sense that this team is on the verge of something special. The combination of veteran leadership, young talent, innovative coaching, and strategic acquisitions makes them one of the most intriguing teams to follow as we inch closer to the season. And honestly, you can't talk about the NFC West without recognizing how competitive and unpredictable it's become. Every game will matter even more this year, and the 49ers are determined to stay at the top. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. In conclusion, as we look ahead to what promises to be an electrifying season, it's clear that the 49ers are not just aiming to compete, they're aiming to win big. The roster is deep, the coaching staff is innovative, and the division rivals are feeling the heat. Whether it's a new star emerging, a key injury avoided, or a game-changing play, one thing is for sure: the San Francisco 49ers are shaping up to be one of the most exciting teams to watch in 2024. So keep your eyes glued to this channel, because we'll be covering every twist and turn, every highlight, and every moment that could define this season. Thanks for being part of this journey with us, and as always, go Niners!